really thought I was just doing one behind the blurb for the season finale? Simply not, y'all. Y'all know I had to do 2 of them. And for the second one of the 2, I'm not just doing 1, but 2 people. And not just any 2 people, but our 2 lovely graduating seniors who we are going to have the misfortune of saying goodbye to after this episode. But it's okay, we're not at that point yet. We're going to learn more about them before we send them on their way. So please welcome our lovely graduating seniors, Annemarie Karabinus and Des Torres. Hey, y'all really thought that out, did you?
Yes. Holding space.
Wait, yes, we're holding space for the blurb right now.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Well, I'm glad to have you both here
Yeah.
once again. And what's funny is this is neither of your guys' first Behind the Blurbs either.
Nope.
This is technically my 3rd because like we did mine as the test kind of one when you were getting your groove on for Behind the Blurb, but it wasn't either of our best interviews, so we did a double. We did a second one, and then now this is my 3rd.
Yeah,
This is my second.
Yeah, ultimate format too.
You just can't get rid of us.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I don't even think even a senior season finale will be enough to do it. But it shouldn't be, because we would love to keep you guys around forever. But you guys are going to have great future endeavors. And with that being said, I have a lot of questions for y'all. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
All right. Starting off, you know, obviously both of you have had very different blurb journeys, you know, as, you know, for you, Des, this is your 1st semester, whereas Annemarie, this is your 5th. That being said, I want you both to give me your blurb roadmap and essentially tell me, like, how you got in and what you've done since then and where it led you to now.
You want to go first? You have a longer story than I do.
That's fair. Okay, I'll go first then, because okay. Buckle up. So when I originally joined the blurb, right, I didn't know what like TV2, that's what it used to be called, was until this like man on the street for the agenda like approached me, asked me something about like, I think like aardvarks or whatever, and I asked him what he was doing, and he told me, oh yeah, I'm part of this like TV show, the agenda. So I researched it, and then that was a while before I auditioned because I was doing my Disney college program that semester, and I didn't want to get involved in anything right before I left for 3 months, you know, didn't want to get attached. But so I auditioned in fall of 2022, and when I auditioned for every single like entertainment show besides I think like Off the Menu because I didn't really want to do cooking. RIP Off the Menu. But yeah, so I auditioned for all of them, and I only got into the blurb. The blurb was the only show that took me. Because frankly, I was kind of having an off day, so I didn't do too well on any of the other auditions besides the blurb. And now that I'm a part of it, and I have been for so long, I'm so glad they took me because it feels like a family. And yeah.
For me, it was because you and Coleman, we were at Eurogyro one night because you guys were in town during the summer, and one of you, I don't remember who was it, you were like, you need to join the blurb.
I think it was both of us,
Yeah,
honestly.
like, because you're just like, you talk about Dan and Phil all the time, like, you need to, like, be on the blurb.
Oh,
you
yeah.
Need to you need to yap about it.
I said that we had a YouTuber's block, and I talked about Dan and Phil on it, and like, you instantly, like, lit up. Like, yeah.
And I was really like scared to audition, to be honest, because like I'm not the kind of person to get in front of a camera. I'm like behind the scenes kind of girl. That's why I'm a journalist. I can write like the things, but I don't want to be the things. And I'm so glad I joined because I really got closer with so many people, you and Coleman especially, and I just feel like I've grown a lot this semester too with my confidence because of the show.
Because I've known you for a little while, I can definitely say I can see you have come out of your shell a lot. and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you both definitely had different timings of joining the show, different lengths of being on the show, different experiences for the funny, and yeah, fundamentally speaking, you both just definitely had a rocky journey and a fun journey, and yeah, there's not really much more to add other than you guys have had fun, and I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad I was able to make the show fun for you guys, and you guys were able to create fun out of what we make. So I'm proud of you guys.
Thank you.
So I suppose with that being said, next question I wanted to ask y'all is before all those events ended up occurring and whatnot, I wanted to ask like what kind of your reasoning was behind, no pun intended, behind the blurb and behind joining the blurb. No pun intended, I swear to God.
So why did we want to join?
I wanted to yap about my hyperfixations because I don't tend to get to yap about them because a lot of people are just like, you need to stop, like shut up about Dan and Phil, shut up about musicals, like leave it alone.
No.
No, yes. So I get a yap, and that's why I joined, because I enjoy yapping.
Real. I wanted to join because like when I like was at my audition, I like read all of the show's descriptions, and this one stuck out to me the most. I like honestly, when I was auditioning, I kind of had like a list of the ones I wanted to get into the most, and the blurb was the number one on the list because like just the music aspect and the movies and the like. I wasn't a big like celebrity gossip kind of person, but I really loved the movie and the music like portion of the blurb. That really appealed to me. And now that I've joined and been part of the blurb, like it's more than just like movies, celebrity gossip, and music. Like we've done a lot of crazy and just like experimental things while I've been here, and I'm glad that I've been part of them.
I'm glad you guys were so passionate about it through and through. I mean, I couldn't have asked for better castmates, honestly.
Oh, yeah, because we were castmates before you got promoted, and now you're our boss. You're the producer.
Yeah, and you know, you both are always invited to come back if you see a block in the alumni chat that you feel you want to be in.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, I think we all can agree that the blurb has definitely made you both celebrities. And with that being said, that leads me good into the next question. I want to ask either of you if you've met a celebrity and what fun. Oh God.
Gee, I wonder what you're gonna say for this.
Oh God.
Gee,
Oh,
I
God.
wonder what.
Oh God. Oh God.
Do they happen to be British?
Maybe. Do they happen to be twinks? Definitely.
Good Lord.
Do we just want to count down and all say it all together?
Yes, please.
3, 2, 1.
Dan
and
Phil.
Phil.
And oh.
Oh.
Okay. You know what? Okay, that's a good way to start off. Tell us about meeting Dan and Phil.
It was an amazing experience. I met them twice during this tour. It was just amazing because not only was my edit in the show, just being able to like thank them for everything they've done for me, like since I was 14 and started watching them, it was just so great.
And you've met Dan.
I met Dan 5 times at this point. Yes.
You got bro on speed dial at this point.
I do.
Hello, Daniel. It's me, Des. But were there any like other celebrities you met?
Anthony Padilla, I met him at Dan's show in 2022. I was walking down the aisle to go get some merch, and I see these like tattoos on this guy's arm, and I'm like, I know you. And I said, Anthony? And he goes, yes. And I'm like, hello?
I know him. That can't be. But that's really funny.
Yes, it was honestly really funny, and I got a picture with him, and it was great. He was so nice.
Aw.
Have you met anyone?
I have. So, years ago, like when Victoria Justice was still like on Victorious, she was doing like a press tour for this movie called Fun Sized. It was an absolute flop, but anyway, she was doing a meet and greet at a Lowe's Home and Garden Center, and for some reason, so I waited in line with my mom for 2 hours to go meet her. I was like 14, so that was a time. She was really nice though. We almost didn't get a photo with her because her security tried to like usher us off. So my mom like literally pushed past her security and was like, Victoria, Victoria, can I please get a photo with you for my daughter? I'm like, whoa, like I didn't think I'd see my mom like pushing like a full-grown like burly man. But you know what? Go off, Jennifer. But I've also met Tara Strong and Maggie Robertson. I interviewed them for All Systems Go. They're amazing voice actors. Tara Strong's voice close to your entire childhood. Maggie Robertson is Lady Dimitrescu in Orange the Red. And I also met Dante Bosco, the voice actor for like Zuko. And I've met more like voice actors through Fan Expo Cleveland, honestly.
Nice.
But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, if you want to see that interview with Maggie Robertson, you can check it out on the All Systems Go YouTube channel.
And it's also on my reel, haha, because I'm trying to get a job.
Good job.
Good job. Oh my god.
Eh,
Anyway.
y'all should both just have your own like duo concert show, just like how Dan and Phil did, Annemarie and Des.
We should have a podcast.
We should have a podcast.
Oh my god.
Well, moving on. Next question here. I know this is one that you will both have a lot of fun talking about. What's your guys' favorite concert you've been to?
I've only been to 2 concerts actually in my life. It's been Harry Styles and Taylor Swift.
Those are 2 freaking great ones to go to.
Oh, I agree. My favorite had to be Taylor Swift. We were so like close to the stage.
What tour was it?
It was Eras Tour.
Oh, how much were the tickets?
Like $350.
That's it.
I'll have to show you a picture after this, but like we were pretty close to the stage. It was amazing. She was amazing. My friend cried because like both of us have been listening to her music since we were like 6. But
What was your surprise songs?
it was 7 and The Story of Us.
Oh, you won with the story of
The
us,
Story of
dude.
Us.
Oh my gosh, I would have been sobbing.
Yeah, I had a friend that predicted either The Story of Us or Picture to Burn.
No.
I wanted Paper Rings, and the next week she had put Paper Rings on her playlist, and I literally was drunk with my friends one night, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Oh no.
I was so sad.
Gosh, for me, I used to not like have been to like a lot of concerts, but then this summer I've went to a ton with that dude right there. Like honestly, like he's the reason I've been to a lot of them. Yeah, they're him. But so for me, oh God, okay. For me, it's probably, gosh, this is a hard question. I really loved the One Direction concert that I went to in 2015 with like my mom and like my best friend Anna, but I also really loved going to 21 Pilots because of just how cinematic it was. For the Clancy tour, that was my first time seeing them, and it's so hard to pick. I don't know.
There's too many options.
There's too many. I'll have to go with that. I think I was just possessed. Sorry.
No, I mean, you never know though. The next one you end up going to could probably dethrone the others.
Yeah, maybe, mayhaps.
Yeah, I mean we're seeing My Chemical Romance in August.
I'm jealous.
I'm so excited.
So I bet you we'll all really go see Chappell Roan when she comes.
For sure.
So
Well, let's take things back to the blurb. Let's take things back to the blurb a little bit. I want to ask you both. What would you say is a blurb memory that you cherish?
Either blindfold karaoke or it's literally one single quote of Annemarie. We're sitting on the floor wall. I don't remember what we were talking, songs of the summer. And someone goes, Des, is your underwear Brett Green? And Annemarie goes, I bet Kamala Harris's underwear is Brett Green. And it's literally like the most chaotic thing in the whole entire world. But like it's one of my favorite memories, and I quote that all the time around Annemarie.
I'm glad that you enjoy it. Oh boy, this is my legacy, I guess. Jeez, one of my favorite memories, honestly, was probably like filming the Criminal Olympics last semester with Coleman, Jenica, Rocco, Zach, Jen. Gosh.
Jenny as well.
Oh yeah, Jenny, and her partner, the skeleton.
Clone Wyatt.
Yeah, it was so chaotic. We were all slap happy and sleep deprived. Rocco was my partner for that, and our team name was the Cocaine Bears because that was like the first block that like Rocco and I did together. So just like that entire filming of the Criminal Olympics was so fun and so chaotic, and it's one of my favorite memories.
Beautiful. I'm really glad that you guys have like a designated point that you remember and that you can look back on fondly
Yeah.
on the show, and I'm really glad you both have that, and I hope that will stay with you guys forever.
For sure.
Now let's switch up a little bit. You guys talked about a blurb memory you cherished. I want to ask, what would you say is one of your most chaotic blurb moments?
Just like a block that, or something that's happened that has just been so like crazy. Okay.
It was the week that you weren't there. You were going to see a
Great.
concert.
All the fun stuff happens
And
when I'm not here.
We were
No.
going absolutely insane in the entertainment office.
Yeah.
It was bad. Like there's like quotes upon quotes in the Discord server because we were just going feral.
Was this
And
when I saw it?
Anthony, I think so. Yeah, it was when you were in Toledo.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it was the Aria show. I wasn't sure if it was
Yeah.
the Aria or the post show.
Yeah.
It was Toledo.
And like Grant said something like it's completely offhand. Anthony grabs his seat and drags him into the hallway, and Grant's still like talking as he goes. It was just hilarious, and I will treasure that forever.
It felt like a bunch of kids that were like unsupervised that like oh, dad's not here, we can act up.
That's definitely how it felt.
Yeah. I guess Anthony was trying to rein it in a little bit.
He was like the uncle.
Yeah, Anthony's the fun uncle, and Dad was out of town.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
What's your favorite chaotic memory?
Oh my lord. I really liked when we did like Extra Life, when we did the like real life like Monopoly board. I actually found one of my blurb books from the filming of that when I went home for Thanksgiving. And I'm like, oh, I remember this. It was in my closet for some reason. But like, yeah, like, we were all like, it's like chaotic, but also a little sentimental, if that makes sense. Like, because like at one point, because of how long we were like standing, I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Okay. So like, I'm like, Jenica, I need to go sit down in the hallway. And they're like, dude, you're fine. You're fine. But like, it was a long day, but it was a fun day. Very chaotic though. And Darian as his little like NPC, like with his wheel, was really funny. Just the entire filming of that was insane.
Yeah, and then Fennel was operating the item shop.
Yeah.
On top of that too, and then we had Julian as our little handheld to catch all the nitty gritty stuff up close.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love doing Mario Party real life on the Blurb as well. That was really fun.
Yeah.
We'll have to definitely bring that back and maybe have you both as alumni cameos for that.
Oh yeah.
That would be fun.
To be determined. But for now, while we're on the topic of looking into the future, I want to ask you both: do you have plans after graduation?
I actually got a job. It's 3 hours away from Kent, which is terrifying. It's like 3.5 away from my hometown. And it is a job as a trending and breaking news reporter at a newspaper.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
It's gonna be awesome.
Hell yeah. I'm very proud of you, Des.
Thank you.
Right?
I'm still figuring it out. I'm staying in the area for a little bit after I graduate. I might even stay longer than that, but because I just really like it up here. Don't have a job yet. But I'm working on it.
And you got this.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you both are on a path, and you're both set to conquer everything in your paths.
Woo.
Make sure you write a story about the Blurb though for me, Des.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know how I'm going to connect it to Chillicothe, Ohio, but I will somehow.
We'll go out to Chillicothe, Ohio, and we'll make it happen.
Digital content.
Digital content. Speaking of digital content, reeling it back into the Blurb a little bit, I want to ask you both. Out of this could either be this semester, like in your case, Des, or Annemarie, this can even be like outside of this semester too, like across your entire Blurb roadmap here. I wanted to ask, what was your guys' favorite Blurb theme for when y'all dressed up? Because I know y'all go out the most.
Mine was either between favorite celebrities because I put on a god-awful wig for that bit. And I think it was our first live show, too. And I'm wearing this, like, god-awful blonde wig.
That'd be second episode, because you did the
Taylor Swift wig.
yeah, but for episode 1, I know you did, like, one of the Beetlejuice people.
Oh, I was Lydia Dietz, yeah.
Yeah, you were Lydia Deetz. But yeah, episode 2, you did the Taylor Swift wig.
Yes, and then either that or between that and the meme theme, because I was the guy from Mean Girls, she doesn't even go here guy.
For me, either emo night, because frankly there's just not much I have to do when we have emo nights, because that's just how I dress. So it's low maintenance for me. But if it's a theme that I am able to go all out on, either are Disney themes, because those are pretty fun. I usually do Peter Pan, because I have a Peter Pan cosplay. Or I really love just our Halloween episodes that where everyone is in their Halloween costumes. It's really cool. But yeah.
I didn't get to experience a Halloween episode technically because we all went to see Dan and Phil.
Hey, y'all can come back fall 25.
Yeah.
I would make guess y'all coming back doing a Halloween costume showcase for fall 25.
We could be the guest judges.
Y'all should consider it. That being said, I have another fantastic question for the Blurb here for you guys. My next question for you guys would be, y'all both love music. We have exchanged plenty of conversations about this, so I want to ask, what are some of your guys' favorite albums?
So Speak Now is forever my favorite album of all times. Taylor Swift's Speak Now. I remember listening to that when I was probably 8 when it came out, something like that. And I just remember dancing around my room, having the time of my life, and it just brings so much nostalgia. So that's my favorite album.
Yeah.
That's so real. I always say that Red and Reputation are my favorite Taylor Swift albums, but then I catch myself listening to Speak Now a lot more. For me, honestly, probably Abbey Road, because it's frankly one of the best made and historically one of the best albums. People always put Abbey Road on their top 10 albums of all time, and it's a good reason. I also really, really liked Danger Days by My Chemical Romance, and A Night at the Opera by Queen.
I love it. All those are fantastic albums, and they all have definitely carried the weight of big legacies.
I see what you did there. Ha ha ha. A Beatles reference. Ha,
I like
ha, ha.
Abbey Road too, y'all. What can I say? What can I say?
I did that.
Well, that being said, reeling it back into like the future, I wanted to ask you guys, what would you both say is like your like top dream career that you hope to see yourself landing in, that you hope to have for all of time?
See, if you asked me this about a year ago, I would have said an anchor on CNN, but I've focused more on entertainment now. Like, I found, because of the Blurb, I found my love for entertainment broadcasting. Like, literally, the Blurb has changed my life in the way that has derailed what I wanted to do originally for my career. So now, I would love to just be like a reporter that is like the Blurb on like, say like Entertainment Tonight or something like that, and do that for my career.
I have always dreamed of being a published author for as long as I can remember, like second grade, reading Ginny B. Jones and being like, this is what I want to do. So like just being a writer is my dream job, and I am doing that, but I want to write books.
Speaking of which, aren't you like in the process of writing a book as we speak?
I am.
Okay,
I am
Slay.
like 19 chapters in to this book. It's like 72 pages right now.
Dang, okay.
How many chapters are we looking to have?
I have no idea. It just keeps going.
As the book speaks to you.
Yes,
you'll
I have
figure
no
it
idea
out.
how I'm ending it.
Yeah. No, that's so real.
I want a sneak peek of it now.
Yeah.
I'll let you read the prologue.
Yeah. Nice. Well, speaking of like admirations and whatnot, I wanted to ask you both. Who would you say, like, this can be celebrity, family, friend, whoever, who would you say you both admire the most, and why would that be the case?
For me, like, when my granny was alive, like, she was my rock, and even though she's gone, I still admire her the most, because she has, like, this woman, she was one of the most, like, toughest women I've ever met. She battled cancer for almost 3 years. She raised 5 boys by herself, like, and like as a single mom, struggling with like her own job, and she helped raise my brother and I, and she was just a force to be reckoned with, and I love my granny so much. And she passed away in 2016, but like even now I still try to model myself after her.
Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. I know how difficult that can be.
Yeah.
For me, it's going to sound so nerdy, but like Dan Howell, he is like a very much mental health advocate, and like has helped me through so much, and like his story with coming out helped me come out as queer, and it just, I don't know, it's just like he's very inspirational with the words he says.
Yeah, I honestly picked that up from him a lot from like when we saw the Dan and Phil show in Akron, and it just shows that he and Phil are both just great people, and I'm really glad that you had that inspirational figure of a family member, Annemarie.
Thank you.
I bet you she's watching you do this, and is having the time of her life. With that being said, I wanted to aim it between you guys here with this next one. Before you guys were on the show together, you guys have been friends before, and I wanted to ask how you both met.
We met in the newsroom.
Yeah, so we were on like Wired, like the Stater together.
But I think the first time I met you was technically, it was either at the like welcome thing for Kent Wired, or was that the party that we both went to?
I think we met at the welcome thing, but we bonded at the party.
Yes.
If that makes like.
And like we weren't super close
Yeah,
either until the blurb.
Yeah, honestly, like I would talk to Des like when I would go in the newsroom, like if I saw her in there, but we had never like hung out outside of that except for that one Cam Wired party that we went to, and that was a party. But it was, a lot of memories from that night. Like we didn't really like hang out outside of that, so like the blurb kind of really like brought us together. Like we were friends, but we were like surface level friends, not besties.
And now we are. And now I pick you up every Monday and Wednesday so you can go to class.
Yeah. It feels like The Sims, just like honk honk, the carpool is leaving.
Yes.
Like, when, cause you park right outside my window, so I could see you pull up. Like if you wanted to be a creeper, you could just like look in my window and be like, "Hello, Annemarie, are you ready?" But you don't, and I appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how we met.
I mean, back in the spring though, like after grad bag, I'm pretty sure like y'all got married though.
Oh
At
yeah.
that
Yeah,
point,
we
though.
did get married then.
Yeah.
We started talking a bit then, but
Yeah,
we weren't
like-
super close until the semester.
Yeah, like we kind of like were talking a lot more like at grad bag, and becoming more like friends because I wasn't on production like officially for grad bag. I filled in a lot last semester, but I would talk to Des because she did audio and I would fill in for CG, so the stations are right next to each other. So yeah, but we didn't really like sink into our friendship until the blurb.
Right, but hey, now that the blurb happened, it happened,
Yeah.
and great bondings have happened ever since.
Yes.
Well, moving on to my next one, I wanted to ask you both. What would you say is a movie that you both could watch every single day? Not you both as in both together, obviously. I mean,
Yeah.
just like both of them.
I'm not much of a movie person. I don't like to sit down and watch movies all that much.
I can't say anything.
You can't say anything, no.
Yeah.
I can't.
But if I had to pick one, it would be 50 First Dates because I love that movie. It's so funny. It's my favorite movie of all time.
I have not seen that.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's with I don't want to like. I think it's Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
I
it's
might
Adam
be,
Sandler.
okay, I was like, I might be
Yeah.
wrong.
Doesn't he like?
With Drew Barrymore.
Doesn't he have to like jog his like wife's memory like every day or something?
They're not married at the beginning, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I've never seen it, so
Yeah, you have
I've
to watch
just
it.
kind of heard about it. But yeah, for me, I think. Oh gosh, I love movies. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think there's like one could like watch like on repeat all the time without getting sick of it. But one of my favorite movies is The Goonies. I also really love Silence of the Lambs. Yeah, two very different movies, but yeah, I love horror, and I love 80s nostalgia. So
Well, I can confirm that out of those three, I have watched The Goonies.
oh, that's good. At least one of the three.
And I will watch the other two in due time, I promise you. Well, I have one more question for y'all. And I want you to be as detailed as you wish. If you both had to summarize I'm not doing that. Well, I have one last question for you guys, and I want you guys to go as all out on this question as you can, or like. So, if you both had to summarize yourselves in just one word, what would that word be?
Optimistic.
Determined.
And what makes you guys say that?
I tend to think very like highly of the future. Like even in, like Annemarie's like having a bad day and just like it's okay, it's gonna be okay. Like,
Yeah.
everything's gonna be okay. Because like there's no point of going into the world with like this aspect of doom and gloom. You need to look forward to the future and like have a bright future.
Yeah. For me, determined. I'd say determined because I've been through a lot in my life. Like, not gonna lie, like I haven't had the easiest life. It's been a little bit of a roller coaster, but I've always been determined to pick myself up and dust myself off. And I'm surprised that I've made it this far, but I'm happy I've made it this far. You know, like I frankly like was iffy on if I would ever actually be able to graduate for a while. So like now that I'm here, I'm like, whoa, this is real. I did that. I did that for myself, and I'm proud of myself. I was determined, and I stuck through it.
Right, you did. You both did. You both did. And I'm honored to have worked with you both.
Aww.
I've only been here for a few semesters so far, but I've learned a lot from you both. You both taught me a lot, and I feel a lot more confident with the stuff I've learned from the both of you guys. I'm glad to have this final Behind the Blurb be for you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Do either of you have any closing remarks to everyone watching at home?
This is the most fun I've ever had. It's a Dan Bell reference,
Yeah.
don't kill me.
Yeah. Thank you for giving me a chance to, come on here and yap. And I wanted to thank Jenica specifically for giving me a chance when I auditioned for the Blurb. They took a chance on me, and I'm very glad that they did. I'm glad to be here.
Me too.